Pisces, I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading, a 5-card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these 2 beautiful roses out of my love and in token of appreciation and love for supporting me and my channel. You all are amazing, wonderful people out there. I love hearing from you all. I love watching you. I love watching you all develop. I love how my readings all resonate and my senses also. So thank you all again for supporting me. Anyway, this 5-card reading includes where the first card represents you, the second the other person, the third the relationship, the fourth the past, the fifth the future. And then I'm going to draw a special vampire oracle for you. And now let me introduce you to a new tarot deck called Tarot Favole. And this is kind of like based off of like Bram Stoker's Dracula and Anne Rice and other macabre kind of designs, but that's kind of what this deck is all about. So I'm just going to draw one special card from this deck. So anyway, let's get started with card number 1, which is for you. 3 of Grills. I'm not surprised. This is water. You're water. You could even be in a love triangle. You could have, 2 men, 2 women, whoever is out there, or, but I just see that there's, or, it could even be like similar to that you have 2, individuals, that you may be interested in. And that's what the 3 of Cups can also be about. This could be you in the middle and the 2 other interests, or you could be one of the women, whoever out there is watching. But I just see that you have options. And you have many people that admire you and love you. And why not? You're a very loving, caring, sensitive, artistic, intelligent individual out there. And a lot of humans are pretty much drawn to that, right? Or at least they should be. But that's what I see here is, you have 2 other humans that are really interested in you. And as they should be. Because, what I love about Pisces is you love to love. You love to really, will put your heart out there, though technically that's a Leo thing. But you pretty much just like to love and make sure everything just goes well for the other person and stuff like that. So I'm not surprised. I love this. The other person, ooh, 8 of Grails. Okay, the other person, could it be a water sign as well? But the other person is kind of leaving you. Maybe they saw you. It's like with another person who is interested. So this could be one of the other people that's a person who is leaving you, or this could be a current situation who is definitely leaving you. And, it's like the 8 of Grails, yeah, it's pretty much about leaving, but it could also be somebody who's also heading towards you as well. But I'm more or less kind of seeing a bit of a breakup and divorce kind of situation going on here. And I'm sorry if you're going through any kind of divorce or breakup in the situation. Nobody should ever be dealing with any kind of negativity. But what I see here is maybe it is for the best. But that's why we're going to also look at the other cards as well. But so far, that's what I see. Oof, I knew it. It is a divorce because the relationship is 3 of Swords. I mean, I was kind of waiting for this card, even for the other ones, and thinking, when is this going to show up? But speaking of the 3 of Swords, this is one of the cards that I drew for the vampire before he literally broke my heart and killed me off. But, yep, I mean, that's kind of what I see here. The other person is going to be instigating a divorce and breakup with you. Sorry if you're going through any negativity. I really am. Nobody should ever be dealing with any kind of heartbreak or any kind of, stop of their heart in any way. But I just think, yeah, I mean, sometimes these things happen. Once upon a time, 2 individuals meet each other and you feel like, you both were meant to be together. And then a month, year, a few years later, it all just ends up in one big heartbreak. Wow. I want to know, I want to see if there's anything better I can give for you, but that's kind of what I see at the moment. Now let's look at the past, the 4 of Schools. Now the 4 of Pentacles is kind of about clinging on to something. So maybe, you were the one that clung on to this individual and then they decided to say, well, I'm leaving because you're very possessive over me. Or it could have been that the other person was very possessive over you. But it just looks like, you could have been somebody's knight in shining armor and this could have been the other person, or this could have been you and this could have been the other person. But what I see here is, it's normally about when you kind of cling on to something, if you, put too much pressure on something, it breaks. So maybe, the other person probably thought, well, Pisces is overbearing and very, stuck on me. I can't deal with it. Or maybe you're the one that, felt that the other person was overbearing and possessive of you. And maybe that's what instigated kind of the breakup and divorce and broken heart situation. Yeah, I wish I could phrase it better for you, but I've seen these things happen, and I always believe in ripping the band-aid off and start, healing it and stuff, but that's kind of what I sadly see. Let's look at the future Four of Knives. And give yourself a break, rejuvenate, and rest up, because, whatever this heartbreak will take a lot of time of being able to, regenerate and get back on your feet again. So if I were you, rest up as much as you can, because, it's like, okay, without energy and without being able to be fit, you won't be able to move forward. So in the future, I would just kind of rest up and kind of take it easy, because, breakups will always be very hard no matter what. So, sadly to say, these things happen. I'm sorry if you're going through it. I wish, it could have been a different reading for you. But if it is, well, for the best, no judgment ever coming from me on who divorced first, or if you're the one that instigated it. No ever judgment coming from a vampire. Okay, well, let's continue on with the Vampire Oracle. Immortal, the consuming family pressure of peers. What I see is, hopefully this was not a decision made from your family or friends, but if it is, it's like sometimes your family and friends are actually your best source of support and knowledge and anything in your world, and hopefully you do have family and friends that will still be able to catch you when you feel like you're gonna fall and stuff like that. But I just feel like, okay, maybe, I hope you did not let other people influence your decision. If you wanted to break up with this person, let it be because you personally wanted to, and not because other people told you to or advised you to. But I think, if that is the case, okay, sometimes these things happen. Sometimes your siblings or your parents or your grandparents, your aunts, your whoever is still out there, or your family, or your friends out there pretty much have stronger senses. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. But then again, I probably need to be feeding. Is that they probably have stronger senses on what they see in the other human or other individual out there. So maybe they pretty much just saw somebody just talking about you behind your back, or they were already in the new dating phase and stuff like that, and then they were just thinking, oh no, nobody can do that to my beloved Pisces. But either way, sadly to say. But let's look at the new Favole card and see what other information I can offer. Judgment. Head is out of the clouds, you're clear-minded. This is a celebratory card, but for you especially is rest up and realize that whoever that was that broke your heart, or you might be breaking the other person's heart, is pretty much hopefully for the best. No judgment will ever come from your vampire tarot guide person, but whatever the reason may be, hopefully this will give you clarity, head out of a cloud situation, and then you can hopefully just rest up and just get back on your feet and start heading forward again. Hopefully, with the help and support of family and friends. But that's kind of what I see here, is celebratory, because you deserve much better than what happened in current and past times. So at least I finally get to give you a bit of a happy ending, right? Well, anyway, Pisces, I'm going to leave it at that for you. But if this reading resonated, please feel free to join and subscribe to my channel as your Vampire Tarot Guide reader. In a few days, I'm going to go back to general readings. So I'm going to go back and forth between general and love readings. But I just want to say how much I love and admire and appreciate you all incredibly. So thank you all so much for supporting me. I love you guys so much. So anyway, I just admire you guys.